Okay, hi. I just want to make a quick video. I can't go for too long because my daughter's coming back in 15 minutes, so I won't be able to talk privately. So, yeah, I'm Izzy and I'm 62 years old, and I just want to talk about my relationship with my partner. So, we've been together since 2022, July 2022 to be accurate. And I'm not really sure if I'm happy or not in this relationship. And I will explain further because, yeah, sometimes I do feel happy and sometimes I do feel really sad and despondent and not depressed, because I don't really get depressed, but just sad, and I wish it was different, and I wish I was with someone who could be more with me and spend more time with me and do more things with me. And the thing is, my partner, I'm going to name him Jordan because he likes Jordan Peterson, because I don't want to use his real name, just to protect his privacy and out of respect. So he has issues, and how can I explain it? Yeah, I I noticed right away when we met for the first time on our first date that there was something different about him, and I straight away had this intuition. I think he has high functioning autism, so he is neurodivergent. I like neurodivergent. It doesn't sound as negative as autism. I think autism, people imagine someone who's, you know, got mental disabilities, learning difficulties and stuff like that. But he has none of these. He's actually highly intelligent and very, how do you say that? He's very socially aware and appropriate, and he's actually very good at reading body language, which surprised me. And that's but yeah, I guess not all neurodivergent people are the same. So yeah, so he is extremely introverted. Extremely. I've never met anyone who's that introverted, and I'm more, on the whole, I'm more of an extrovert. I think I do have my times when I like to be on my own and I like to do my own thing and just have quiet time. But I do like talking and I do like being around people. Now, I don't have a big circle of friends because I have a big family, meaning not a big family. It's not really a big family, but I have 6 adult children. 5 live in Australia with me. 1 lives in America. So I do spend a lot of time with them, and they're actually my best friends. And some people might say, "Oh, that's not right. You shouldn't be friends with your children," but they're adults, so they have their own personality, and if they didn't want to be friends with me, they could decide not to. And I know it's not the same as spending time with real friends your own age and stuff like that. But I still, feel that I can be friends with my children because we know each other, we understand each other. I mean, intellectually, we're on the same level, especially with my son, one of my sons, and my youngest daughter. We are very much on the same level, so we do understand each other very well. And yeah, I sometimes don't get that with friendships. And yeah, so anyway, but I do talk a lot, and I do like to interact with people, and I do like to have people around me, especially at home. I mean, sometimes I like it, like now there's no one home, so it's really good. I can do my own thing, but I don't want to live on my own completely because I think I would get very lonely. But anyway, Jordan is a person who really needs to be alone for a lot of the times, and so that's a big issue. And if he doesn't get that time, that alone time, I think he literally goes crazy. I mean, that's what happens. He can't function anymore. And it's very difficult because he's also a single dad. He's been a single dad ever since he broke up with his ex-wife. His daughter, I believe, was 6 years old at the time. Now she's 19. So that's 13 years ago. And and that was very hard for him because due to being neurodivergent and really needing time on his own, so having to raise a daughter and, from a young child, and it was very taxing on him. I think it wasn't easy. But he did a really, really good job because his daughter is really, really well adjusted, and his daughter actually has no contact with her biological mum because, well, there's too many issues there. I won't get into detail, but maybe one day I will talk about it. But it's not really relevant to this story. But anyway, so his daughter is always at home, or most of the time. Sometimes she goes out and stays over at friends for a while, which then gives him a break. But anyway, he loves being on his own, and ideally I would like us to see each other every day and live together and share our lives. That's why originally I intended, when I started dating after my divorce, I wanted to find someone to share my life with, and he seemed like, he wasn't my type at the beginning, but he seemed really caring, and he seemed to have really good values. I think for a man to bring up his own daughter and not rely on female family members to do that, it takes a lot, and it shows a lot of high morals, so that really appealed to me. Because also the fathers of my children were not really involved very much at all in their upbringing, it's I can see that my kids suffered from it, and for a man to take that responsibility, it shows a lot of good character. So I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to do another video later, or maybe tomorrow, to explain my relationship a bit further, and gives you more details. Bye.